All right, well, we are back with David Goldstein of Biltmore Loan. He's here on some of the details and some of the things that you might find in the drawers or maybe in boxes, you know, but you always like to focus on the 4 Ds. David, what do you mean by that? Besides David, 5 Ds.
The 5 Ds, yes. You know, we talk about the reasons that people might need or utilize our business, and one of the main reasons is divorce. Women get or men and women get divorced, and a lot of times the woman's left in an unenviable situation, and she's going to need some capital. And sometimes it's ugly, sometimes it's not. But the point being that there's items and things that they can use and feel empowered, that they can come in and use those things to either sell and or loan on.
Okay.
Another reason is debt. People have debt. You know, today we saw an air conditioning person, we saw a dentist, and think about an unexpected expense that all of a sudden you need a root canal, or you find out that your air conditioning isn't working, you need a new unit. We're there for those short-term loans. That's what we're geared for. And it may be on those things where you need that you would never expect that are going to come up, but even more importantly, you need no credit to get this. You don't need anything more than just the product. And then death. We see an aging society. We have somebody, a family member that might have passed in the family. We buy entire estates. Many times people say, what do we do? What do we do with all this stuff?
Yeah, not going to use it.
We're not going to use it.
Right.
So
this is a really good example of that, right. Because these are all just mismatched pieces of silver.
And when you look at this, I don't see, I mean, I'm looking at your hands, Terry, and they don't look like they've had any silver polish on them lately.
No, unfortunately.
And we don't want to have to clean these things. And then one of the other big reasons is downsizing and decluttering, which is kind of a double D. You know, we have stuff that's just accumulated in the garage. We're going to have that garage sale. Don't bother. Bring experts in. Let us come out, look at your entire estate if you have somebody. But what we really can do is bring real value to you.
Well, if you don't know the value of it, chances are nobody else is at the garage sale. So even if you do know the value, you're not going to get it at a garage sale. So when somebody comes into you, they have an option of possibly selling everything outright to you, which you will give them a fair price on, or getting a loan, which a lot of times some people need, like you said, in case of emergency. When we look at something like this, David, just kind of ballpark me on something like this. What would be the value?
This is probably $1,000.
Wow,
that's
pretty significant.
But
of stuff that you're not going to use.
And that's the point.
Right.
It's odd pieces, and people can use this money at this time. So if you have something you're not sure of, I really can't encourage you enough to come, give us a call, send us an email. We want to do the work for you.
Excellent, and you will do that, because here's what you can do. You can send a photo of this stuff, and sometimes if you have any papers that will kind of support, you know, what you have, you can send it to info@biltmoreloan.com. You can also call them at 480-991-5626 loan. That's in Scottsdale. You do have to have an appointment at that location, or you can walk into the Chandler store, 480-705-5626 loan. And you can also look them up at biltmoreloan.com, and always like them on Facebook.com/biltmoreloan.